All right, we're live.
We are live.
THC on the YT and the
Um,
LTPM.
LPPM, taming the CBD.
LTPM, taming that CBD, the custom bind demon.
Yep.
Who came up with custom bind demon? Was it somebody in our line chat that said that?
Maybe it might have been.
I can't remember now.
I don't know.
Like, we're rolling with it though. We like it. So whoever said it
Yeah.
first, you don't get credit apparently because we don't remember. But
We don't.
But
We're only
you're
human.
Yeah, but you're gonna be hearing a lot about the CBD, especially in the year 2021.
Yeah. We've got some plans that we're trying to brew up now, and I mean, we're very fortunate. We got to know some people in Russia that have really hooked us up
Very much
royally.
So. Very much
but
so.
I feel like we should wait so people jump on. I mean, we gave no notice for this live stream before we make our announcement. We've got a very special announcement coming this episode. It's just fun, man. It's so nice to be able to, I mean, obviously it's not free, but like it's nice to be able to get fun stuff made like that, and
Yeah.
Having a connection in Russia, which hopefully doesn't bite us in the ass one day in the future.
Christoph, he's not like a spy or anything.
No.
Not like, what the fuck is he going to get from us? He's not getting shit from us anyway. You have a Canadian and American who have no say in anything that happens in the world.
Yeah, but speaking of him and his logos, I see you got something pretty dope on your hat. I mean, on your head, damn it.
Yeah, dude, my cap, my hat cap.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks so good. Yeah, man.
No, it turned out amazingly well. I was very stoked. Unfortunately, I had to get it custom made, obviously, through a different source though than like the people that we do like our t-shirts and hoodies and mugs and stuff through. And so therefore I wasn't cheap.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like the cost of like a regular hat that you would buy like at, an embroidered hat that you would buy like at a Lids or, something like that.
It's a custom hat, man.
It is. It's a custom hat. It's dope. It turned out way better than I ever expected it to.
Yeah.
Like I said, man, I was kind of nervous about it because previous ones I've had embroidered weren't I mean, they were okay, but they weren't what I envisioned.
How many years has it been?
Exactly. Since I got my last one?
Yeah.
God, I don't know, dude. When did I get that for?
Probably a long time ago, right? I mean, the technology's come a long way.
Well, I mean, it's probably 4 years ago, maybe.
Yeah.
Somewhere out there. Yeah.
So many people are in that business now, embroidery and printing on clothing.
You can probably make bank because I'm sure this hat probably cost them maybe $10. I mean, they probably profited 20 something bucks off of me, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But either way, I'm stoked. I love it. I needed a new hat anyway. My 7 Dust one, I had a black one just like this that was 7 Dust that was embroidered, and it was getting nasty. It was getting nasty and sweaty.
Yeah.
So I needed a new hat. But now I'm being like extra careful with this one because I don't want to have to shell out more money later on for a new one.
Yeah.
Like as soon as I start sweating, if I'm working out or something, I start sweating, I immediately take it off.
Right.
This head is not getting sweaty.
Not easily replaceable. Yeah.
Yeah. No, sure isn't. But yeah. So tonight we are going to discuss a lot about Batman. Is kind of going to be our main focus for tonight. So let's just go ahead and kick things off with the 3 Jokers.
Yeah, let's put our capes and cowls on.
Let's put our capes and cowls
on. Jump in that dark alleyway.
And put on your red hoods and let's do this. So last time we did the show, somebody had asked us if we had read the 3 Jokers.
Correct.
And both of us were like, no. But we did promise that we would read it prior to the next show. And we did.
I think the next day.
Yeah, I think it was the next day. We read it pretty quickly. Yeah. Once we realized it was finished, we read it pretty quickly.
Yeah. Especially because I was probably going to give it a few days, but then you're like, dude, you should really read it.
Yeah. It was all right. So let me get your thoughts on it. So hang on. First, let's do general consensus from what we've seen in groups.
Yeah.
So I have seen a lot of hate for this book, or a lot of meh for this book, right? In our inner circle online, there seemed to be a lot more positivity.
Yep.
But in the general general consensus in the comic world. It was kind of a lot of meh. Would
Yeah.
you so knowing that, kind of what did you think?
So I can understand if someone was trying to, read it on a monthly basis, but it was bi-monthly, and then I don't know. I don't even think it was delayed that much, but I can maybe understand why someone would be upset. But like reading it as a whole story, just judging the story itself,
Just being able to binge it.
I really, really enjoyed it. There were, I don't know, for me, at sometimes I was kind of confused. I was like, this doesn't really feel like Joker to me. And it was infrequently. It was like a couple times. I was like, it's kind of a weird Joker vibe. But it was overall fantastic. I loved Red Hood and Batgirl in there. I really loved the moments between them. I thought they were pretty good. I mean, Jason Fabok's artwork was just to die for. I would love to see, if they do a sequel, I would love to see Three Jokers and the sequel in an absolute edition. It's totally worth it. It deserves it. Yeah, I thought it was great, man. Like 3 issues, pretty dense story, a lot of good character moments. I dug it. I don't know, man. I don't get the hate.
Yeah, no, I am with you 100%.
Yeah,
I do not get the hate at all.
at
It
all.
like I read it and I was completely blown away. I really wasn't sure the first issue. I was kind of like, okay, where's this going? Like I was a little confused first issue, and I'm like, where is this going? Second issue, I was like, okay, I can see this. And then third issue, I was just like, yes. Like
Yeah.
for me, that was probably one of the best, more modern Batman stories that I've
Mhm.
read in recent era. Like that was so good. I absolutely loved it. I love the character development. Like you were saying with Red Hood, especially.
Yeah.
And then the kind of the relationship, if you will, between Batgirl and Red Hood. So no spoilers. We're not going to spoiler
Yeah.
anything
Yeah.
because it is fairly recent that the third issue is out. So we're not
The
going to spoil
hardcover is just
anything.
coming out. Yeah.
Yeah, no. So we're not going to spoil
Yeah.
anything. But hot damn,
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I really like Jason Fabok's art.
Oh,
It was killer. It
so
was
talented.
absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Um, I love how they portrayed the three Jokers. Um, I love just kind of really everything they did with it. Like I honestly thought it was an excellent story.
Yeah.
I really dug it, and I'm kind of blown away at people that thought it was meh, or people that said that the art was okay or crap or what. Like I'm just blown away by these people's opinions. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't get it. Hey, to each their own. But I do not get it. I thought it was just absolutely stunning throughout the entire
Yeah.
run.
It seems like a lot of Batman minis are disappointing people now, the Black Label ones in particular,
Hmm.
which is weird because I thought they've all been excellent so far. The
Yep.
Batman Black Label titles.
Yeah. Damned.
Damned and
I
those Three
love
Jokers.
Damned. I
Yeah.
will say the only thing in Damned that kind of threw me off a little bit was Etrigan. Like I love
Mhm.
Etrigan, but like how he wasn't really rhyming or anything, and it was just
Yeah.
sort of like regular. He's almost like a thug. I was like, all right, that's a little weird.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
minus that, I really loved Batman Damned. I get Azzarello is kind of a lover hate type of writer. I happen to fall in the love category.
Yeah.
I haven't really read much by him that I haven't enjoyed. Like I
I-
loved 100 Bullets.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman was
Yeah.
fantastic.
Did you read his I think I recommended it to you. Did you read his Dark Knight 3? He did it with Frank Miller, The Master Race.
No.
Okay.
I don't remember. I don't think I did.
Okay. Andy Kubert did the art on that. Really good. I mean, it's Frank Miller's like wild ideas, but Brian Azzarello sort of tames the dialogue and the craziness a little bit. It's so
Yeah.
good. It's so
I'll
good.
have
You
to
get to
check
see
that
so many characters in the Dark Knight universe as well. Like Aquaman shows up. It's awesome. It's really
Oh,
good.
dude, it's dope. And is
Yeah.
that part of the Absolute that you just bought? Because you just got a
Yeah.
new Batman Absolute.
That's the one I got. That's the one I got because I'd read it digitally and I really liked it. I was shocked how much I liked it.
Because a lot of people kind of diss.
Yeah.
Because it's Dark Knight 3, right?
Yeah. At this point, people see Frank Miller's name and they just dismiss whatever it's going to be.
Yeah.
Just it seems that way unless it's one of his classic works. But I really liked it. I thought Brian Azzarello did a good job teaming up with him and doing some amazing things. So it collects like the entire main series, and Frank Miller did draw some of it. He drew these like 6-page things in the back. It doesn't look the best, but it doesn't look like too horrific either. The worst art in the absolute is John Romita Jr.'s. It's what it is.
I
I'm
can
throwing
see
that heat. I'm throwing that heat out there, man.
Yeah.
He drew this whole one shot that was like 80 pages, and I was just
Jesus.
tough to get through, man. Tough to get through.
You know what's really crazy about JRJR? And that is, you look at his more modern stuff, like what you were referring to, even kind of dating back to like the late 90s. Oh, yeah. All-Star Super, or not All-Star. Was it All-Star Superman? No. What the hell was it called? Superman? Was it Superman Year One or some shit? What was it?
Well, I think he did that, but yeah, he did. I know he did a little run with Johns in the New 52, and then he did something recently. Well, he was doing it with Bendis, I think. I remember we looked at a cover where it was like all these two groups colliding, and we were like, "What the hell's going on?"
Yes, no, but even kind of dating back to like the late 90s when he was doing Spider-Man with JMS,
right?
It was not good. Like, in my opinion, again, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. In my opinion, it was not good. Like, it actually kind of ruined the JMS story for me because the art was just so blah.
Yeah.
But you go back, so like I have all the Spider-Man binds, right? And you go back to like the mid to late 80s when he was doing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And I was flipping through it and I was reading some stories and whatnot by him in there. Dude, fucking killer art.
Yeah.
So good.
It's crazy.
So incredibly good. And I was like, hot damn, this is awesome art. So it's like he almost like wanted to, I don't know if he wanted to break away from Dad's shadow or if he wanted to like come up with his own quote unquote style.
He wanted to be fast. He wanted to be fast because that was the thing.
He accomplished that.
Yeah, fast, hot garbage. It's not that bad. Of course, I can't even draw, so anything he does is already better than what I do. But I mean, you're talking about having him follow someone like Ivan Reyes. It's like, what are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
It's such a change in style, and it looks weird. I don't know. I'll give him. He did that Daredevil story, which I'm now forgetting the name of, with Frank Miller. That was good, but I mean, aside from that, yeah. I don't
Who
know,
did
man.
the art in the? What was it?
Born Again. Born Again's the story I'm thinking of.
Who did the art in the Superman? Was it the Superman Black Label one that came out? I was really excited to read it.
I think that was JRJR.
Yeah.
So.
Dude, that art was not good.
Yeah, no.
I was so excited for that book, and I was reading it and going, I couldn't even finish it. I think I read one issue, and I really wanted to read another because they're like, those like 54-page issues or whatever. Like, I really wanted to read another one because I was like, God, I just really wanted to like it, but I couldn't get through it.
Yeah. See, like I follow Greg Capullo on Instagram, and whenever I see the amount of effort he puts into his pages, I'm like, that there's a reason he is as good. He takes his time and he puts in a lot of time. I think JRJR just wants to be really fast, and so he's getting older. Something you got to give either more time or just deal with the fact it's going to look a bit
funky,
a bit weird. Yeah,
for the last 23 years.
Sure, exactly.
I mean, dating back to JMS and Superman, dude, is like it was rough.
Yeah, it's Spider-Man. I mean, it's what it is. I don't know.
Yeah.
We're, again, we can't draw really, but
no, I can't draw at all. So anybody's better than what I can.
It's just weird because he's held on such a high pedestal.
Mm-hmm.
It makes no
even
sense.
Today, like a very high pedestal, even today. And like I said, like back like in the Spider-Man days with Stern and whatnot, it was absolutely incredible. The art was so good.
Right.
Like I said, like that first Spider-Man bind that I have, the very first volume, most of it is I guess like the second half of the first volume is like the start of the Stern run,
right?
And his art it's killer. It looks so good. I don't get it.
It's like what happened with Frank Miller, man. Sometimes you just got to stop. It's just falling apart. It's too stylized and just doesn't seem to work unless you're doing like a 300 story or Sin City or something where it's really unique and you can mess around with things. But like big 2 stuff just doesn't work. A lot of it's really tough to keep up with like new talent. These dudes are on fire. Like Jorge Jimenez, he is an absolute beast, and he's pretty young compared to dudes like, Capullo. Even Jason Fabic's like a really young dude.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's just gonna start tearing things up. It's crazy. It happens. Yeah.
Well, we wanted to discuss custom binds and taming that CBD,
That
that
CBD.
custom bind demon.
Let's see. Hey everyone. Hello everyone who's on.
I'm going to grab some of my Batman custom binds here, and then I think you've got some Batman custom binds, and we're gonna dive in and just kind of discuss some Batman customs tonight, and then we'll answer some questions and hang out with everybody like always. So we'll get started.
Too cool for school, man. We're gonna take shifts. I don't want to leave just empty airtime while Matt grabs his books. I'll grab mine afterwards. But yeah, we're doing a little Batman themed episode. I can't wait to see these. We got to see we got to see his entire custom bind collection, almost at 100. Man is on fire. I'm pretty sure he's gonna break that soon. Let's see what he pulled up. Flip through some damn Batman. All original issues too. Lucky bastard.
What?
Just talking about your Batman binds. How they're all amazing.
I think most are original issues.
All right, fair enough.
There's like the
should have let me run with it, man.
The like the really expensive like key issues, those were either done, and same with Spider-Man 2, those were done either via trade paperback or like the reprints, like those dollar reprints that they do.
Yeah.
But what is this one? Hang on me. Did you grab any of yours?
No, man, I didn't want. I said I didn't want empty airtime, so I thought we'd take shift. Now you can filibuster.
That works. Okay, so the first one. So this is my very first volume. This is the one that kicks it off. It's none other than Batman 1986 to 1987, and that one it kicks off with. I created a kind of digital table of contents a while back, but Batman 401. So that's kind of the start of my Batman bind collection, is going to be Batman 401. And then this one collects right up until, trying to remember where it's kicked in at, but it was sort of like really campy. So kind of Batman 401 up through until Jim Starlin kind of came on and really took over. It started off very, very campy, and I loved it. Don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking it. But it was very, very kind of campy and like, oh, Two-Face does everything in twos. And like, it was just really sort of, that old school style. And then Jim Starlin comes on the book and completely changes the tone. Like it is a complete 180 from what was being written prior to his coming on. He kind of came on and changed the game as far as overall tone goes. They ended up killing off Jason Todd and all that fun stuff, and it was just a very, very dark title. And then so it does have Batman Year 1 in here, Batman Year 2, Batman The New Adventures, which is part of the Batman title. So this one collects up through Batman 401, a couple of tie-ins, and then ends with, I can't remember what it ended with. Detective 579, Mike Barr, Norm Brayfogle. You cannot go wrong with Brayfogle art in this. Let me see if I can actually show you guys here what's all without.
Let's see, how's of a
damn camera's not cooperating. Hang on.
Nice.
Yeah. And the pages, these are old books. So like the pages are rather yellowed and stuff. And some people may not like that, but
you got that smell.
But me personally, I don't care. Oh, there's Two-Face.
Yeah.
Sorry. Your camera skills are not good.
Year 2 is weird because the artwork changed when McFarlane inked his own issues and it looked a little weirder. It's quirky.
Yes. But it was very, very good, man. I love this. And yeah, the pages are a little bit yellowed and things like that, but I personally don't mind it. I love it. I think it shows its age, and that's the one thing that I really, really love. And the smell. Oh, that fucking smell. I love it.
Lucky guy.
Then I just grabbed some other like random volumes. So this one collects Batman 452 through 461, and then all the tie-ins that went along with it. So this one actually kicks off. So it's a little bit. So as you can see, this one kicks off with the Batman Chronicles, which was from 1996, and you're like, wait, that doesn't fit in that year, but it's because it was like a prequel, I guess you could say. So they went ahead and bound it so I got these from my dealer Jeff, and he did these kind of, I guess you could say, in chronological order. If you were to go in that route, if you were to read it in chronological order,
yeah.
But yeah, man, it's got some really good stuff in here. Peter Milligan, right? Kieran Dwyer on art. You got some really awesome Riddler stuff in here. I just love these old panels like this and the art, and it's just so good. And I love the gray and blue Batman suit. Like, it's my all-time. It's my all-time
stuck in the
fave.
past, man.
You got
yeah, no, it's totally fair. It's a great outfit. I mean, Batman's had pretty consistently good outfits.
Yes, for the most part, yeah. And then there was that issue. I wish I remembered what book that was in. I think it's upstairs because it's in volume 4, and I'm actually reading that one right now. But he had a couple issue crossover Batman did with the Demon Etrigan. And hot damn, was that not some of the most fun stories I've read? It was really, really good. It was really, really fun. I can't remember the issues now, and I apologize because they're upstairs in another bind. God, I wish I could remember what issues they were. Do you remember what I told you they were? I don't remember now. But if anybody's read them and know what I'm talking about, it's from the late 80s. It is so good. I highly recommend it. Yeah, Alan Grant did the writing. It has to do with a demon named, what was it, Makala? I think that was the name of the demon. Mahakala, I think is what it was. And they had to stop him. And Batman had to recruit Jason Blood and Etrigan to come help him out. And it was pretty badass. This one kicks off into Batman Year 3. So we do have Batman Year 3 completely bound here. So we have Year 1 and Year 2. And then I think bind 1. And then we have Year 3. Let's see if I can find any other cool kind of splash pages to show here. I don't have any dust jackets or anything like that. I will, though. I will eventually. Mike is going to have to be doing a lot of work because I'm going to have a lot of Batmans that are going to require dust jackets eventually. So that way they're all uniform, if you will.
I'll get comfortable.
But yeah, no, so some really good stuff there. And then kind of going into the more modern. So I got bound up through right before Cataclysm kicks off. And this is Dark Shadows. So this is the Batman that ends, and then right before Cataclysm kicks off. And I have all the singles to bind Cataclysm. I just haven't gotten them bound yet. But I will be. So this one's got, I don't know what's all in this. Like I said, I had created actually a bunch of digital table of contents. Here's some nice Spectre runs. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You gotta love the Spectre, man.
Got to. Does some nice art, too.
Some nice Joker Colt.
Oh, yeah.
Doug Munch, Kelly Jones. And then we have the kickoff for Nightfall. And this one is bound completely from singles, volume 1. The rest of my Nightfalls were bound from the trade paperbacks. But this one was bound from the actual singles. So, and I know you just recently reread Nightfall.
Yeah, a lot of fun. What a great story, man. Yeah,
I love the Riddler. He's one of my favorite
he's
villains.
Great. It's always an entertaining story with him. Yeah.
Ooh, classic right there.
Yeah, I wish I had anywhere near as many Batman binds as you do. I realize I only have 7, like strictly Batman.
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
more than that.
Aside from that, I have the Grant Morrison Omnis. I got the black and white one, but that's pretty much it. And a bunch of absolutes, a whole handful of them. But what you don't have, I do have.
Beautiful. Nice dust jackets.
Yeah.
Road to No Man's Land followed up with No Man's Land.
A lot of fun. No Man's Land is also another great story. I'm glad. I think they're doing official Omnis now, right?
Yeah,
They should be.
Road to No Man's Land is already
Yeah.
out. And then they'll be following that one up with No Man's Land. However, I'm getting all of those bound. I just gotta get all the singles from my dealer Jeff, and then I'll be ripping them up and getting them bound.
Yeah, I only I had to use the trades for this, but it's fun. It's a great time. Yeah, and then aside from that, I have obviously Nightfall. I'm not going to show those because nothing that fancy. And then yeah, man, there's just this lone Bat Family book. I feel like I need to maybe expand the Bat Family bind game.
You know what a great Bat Family bind is, sir?
What's that? Nightwing?
Detective Comics Rebirth, the Tynan run. It is Batman is barely in it. It is literally Bat Family all the way through and through, and it's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, really good.
They actually just showed the
official release.
The official release. One of the artists kind of got their comp copies, so they posted them up on Twitter. And it's going to be a massive book. It's $150 cover price. It's super, super thick. It's like 50 issues, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
It is a very thick book. I'm very happy that people get, I'm binding mine. It's already prepped, ready to go. I just got to get it mailed in. And I'm very, very excited for it. But here's my thing. And maybe somebody else, I guess I'm just curious to see if anybody else feels the same way I do. If you've seen it, they're advertising it as Batman. It's like Batman, Rise and Fall of the Batman.
Yeah.
And I'm very confused by the title for a variety of reasons. One, James Tynion was not writing Batman at that time. He was writing Detective Comics. It is a Detective Comics bind, not Batman. King was on Batman. Tynion was on Detective. Detective is nowhere in the title. It is strictly like Batman, Rise and Fall of the Batman.
Yep.
And not only that, but 3/4 of like the Bat family are women. So it's like, okay. So that's a little confusing as well.
Weird.
I don't know why you couldn't just say like the Rise and Fall of the Bat family.
Yeah.
Like that. I mean, that's really what it was. But it's amazing though. So I'm very, very excited that people get to collect it that weren't binding or not into custom binding, etc. I'm very, very glad to see it get an official release. But I'm very, very nervous to see how well it holds up, how easy it is to read, etc. Because that thing is going to be huge.
Have they ever officially referred to themselves as the Bat Family in comic books?
I don't know. Huh. I mean, they refer to themselves as family.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they've ever explicitly said we're the Bat Family.
Someone let us know.
I don't know if they've ever actually said that or not. But that is such a good run, man. I think it's
really good.
Drops in December. December 22nd was like Amazon's release date, I believe.
Yeah.
And so for those that are curious, it's an amazing, amazing story with some incredible art all throughout. And I'll tell you guys why I love it. So I was never growing up. I always preferred Batman over Detective because Detective, it was sort of like him doing sort of detective work, right? It's sort of like the Batman Sherlock Holmes kind of type of story is Batman, whereas Batman is like doing all the crazy shit and fighting all the villains, and is just more fun as a kid. But so with this one, with Rebirth, I was more excited originally for Batman, and I loved it. Detective, I was kind of a little slow to jump on because it didn't really appeal to me. And then when everybody's like, "Oh, Batman's barely even in it," it's more of like the Bat family, and they're, you got fucking Clayface who's being a hero now, and all this. And I was like, "Wait, what?" So it took
Eddie
me a
Barrows
long
artwork.
Oh, I love Eddie Barrows. love Eddie Barrows. So I was like, screw it. You know what? I'm going to sit down and read it. And I flew through it. It is so incredibly good. Tynion took characters that I would normally not give a shit about.
Yeah.
And he made them, like, he made me care about what happened to them. He made me care about the decisions they make. Even though Batman was a sub character in this book, I didn't even care. Like normally I read stuff for Batman, but this I could care less. The way he wrote it, you truly felt and cared for each and every single one of these different characters and their struggles and their plights and everything else that they went through. And it was amazing. It was hands down an amazing book. So I am very, very excited that it is getting an official release. It definitely deserves it. I'm just confused by the name.
It is weird that they would just say Batman. Man, I would love to see Tynion write I don't know, just more Cassandra Cain. I love the way he does her as Orphan, or I know if they want to make her back, I don't know. There'd be a chance for her to be Batgirl in some way. It'd be cool. I dig her as a character. I was really hoping those Batgirl trades for her series would have finished, but doesn't look like it.
Yeah, I need to catch up on Tynion's run on Batman now because I read the first couple and then I kind of fell off just modern releases in general. So I need to catch back up. But I did really I love Tynion. Like I was like, dude, he's becoming like one of my favorite writers right now. Like he's really good.
He's great.
Anything that man touches is gold.
Came from that Scott Snyder school.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
He's dope. Yeah. I mean, his Detective Comics is great. I haven't read, and I mean, Tomasi's on Detective Comics now, so maybe it's maybe that's so great. I haven't been able to.
I love me some Tomasi.
Yeah. I'm excited for that Superman Omni dropping next year. I think it's like May. Very excited for that. One of the best Superman runs, I think, of all time, maybe of all time. That Tomasi Gleason run, so good.
Yes, so sir.
Very excited for that. Yeah, I mean, you're getting pretty much all the Rebirth Batman bound up, at least the initial runs.
Yes, I have all of Tom King's prepped, ready to go in 4 volumes. I actually just wrapped those up the other night, and I have all of Tynion's run and Detective, and that is a 2-volume bind. So that'll be a 6-volume set that I have done. And okay, dude, I just got to tell you how excited I am about the designs that I'm doing.
Yeah.
I pray that they turn out the way that I imagine it in my head. We'll see. But I pray that it does, because if it does, these will be my favorite binds I've done to date, because I'm really starting to get more into the Zachy school of binds, if you will. I really want to create those real classic, really sexy binds. So for the 6 volumes, I kind of wanted them to sort of match. So for the 6 volumes, I'm doing kind of like this navy blue faux leather, and I'm doing gray. I'm doing gray for like the color, or like the stamp color and like the writing color. I'm doing a gray. I hope that it shows up well. At the top of the spine, I'm doing the Rebirth Batman symbol. And then for the Batman, for those 4 volumes down the spine, I'm getting the Batman stamp that Herring and Robinson has that just says, Batman. And then I'm getting, like the single or the double panel lines at the top, the single line that's going to say King, and then another single line, and then a double line, and it's going to say like volume 1, or just like the Roman numeral 1, and then some more double lines. Like it's just going to look sexy. Then on the front of them, I'm getting, for the Batman ones, I am doing if you guys have seen Zachy's recent, I think it was his Batman, might have been his detective books. He has like a half bust of like Batman stamp that just looks super cool. And he actually did his on a half bind, which looked amazing. So I'm getting that half Batman bust on the front cover, stamped in gray on the 4 of those. And then on Detective, I'm doing the exact same thing, but instead of Batman down the side, I'm using the Detective stamp going down the side. And then on the front cover of that one, I'm doing a much larger version of the Rebirth Batman symbol.
That's very nice. And
that faux navy leather.
What's your plan like with something like Tynion's Batman run right now? Are you just gonna wait for one day to pop up somewhere?
Exactly.
Years from now.
Exactly. I'll wait till he's done with the book, and then I'll get a really awesome lot on eBay, and for a great price, like I always do. Usually, I'll get a really great lot, and I will I'll get it done and get it bound and make it look awesome. So that'll be
okay.
That'll be good.
You'll take your time with it.
Yeah, no, I'm in no rush. I still have 9 long boxes of books that I need to buy from Jeff.
Damn.
7 of them are no, 5 of them are Batman and Detective, like up through right before Rebirth, or not Rebirth,
Okay.
but New 52.
New 52.
And then the other 4 are long boxes of or maybe it's not 4, maybe it's 2 long boxes. Either way, 2 long boxes of Wally West Flash.
Ah, okay.
Because he's holding on to those for me too. So I gotta
Yeah.
I got a lot of
catching
money.
up.
That's why we keep saying 2021 is gonna be the year of the binds. Like right now, I have 9 volumes ready to be mailed. I have 6 right now at Herring and Robinson 5. I have 5 right now at Herring and Robinson as we speak. I have 9 more prepped, ready to be sent off to Herring and Robinson. And then I have another, let's see, I got my 3 Lobos. I got another 6 volume Nightwing. I've got 6 volumes of Punisher.
Jesus.
I've got
Lobo.
I've got a Cataclysm ready to get bound. I've got what?
You got like Outsiders.
Books, all of my Outsiders, Books of Magic, the Dreaming, Swamp Thing. Then I got the Jack Kirby's Fourth World and 52 that I'm taking the officials and breaking them down and rebinding those bastards.
I saw John Byrne's Fourth World is getting an official Omni.
I saw that too.
I don't know.
I know, right? It's crazy.
We'll see what happens if it comes out.
Yeah, it's there's a lot, man. That's why we keep saying 2021 year of custom binds. We got to tame that CBD.
Yeah, so just while I remember this, because I'm going to forget this for sure, completely unrelated to anything we've been talking about, but I got you to read something last week, or this past week, whatever it was.
Oh, yes. Dr. Star.
It's called, so they had to make the name change now because I guess they were getting sued or there were copyright issues with Dr. Star. Yeah. So they changed it to Dr. Andromeda. And the Kingdoms of Lost Tomorrows. What a wild ride that book is.
Holy shit. So you said it was part of the Black Hammer universe, right?
Yeah,
is that right?
Black Hammer, yeah.
So I've read a good chunk of Black Hammer and I've enjoyed what I've read. I actually need to finish reading it. Wow, you son of a bitch. You got me with that one.
I warned you. I said there's gonna be waterworks, man.
You were not joking.
No.
Lemire does it again, that fucking wizard.
Yep. He is so good at making me upset. Yeah. So powerful. Like, and I mean, it is just so well done. I don't want to spoil anything, of course, in case someone hasn't read it yet.
Yeah.
They're waiting to get their library editions, whatever it may be. It's a 4-issue miniseries, incredibly well done. The artwork is it's Max Fiumara. I really like it. It's kind of stylized, but I mean, it matched the tone.
It matched the tone of the book perfectly.
Yeah. And he's a cool character. He's like a mix of Starman and Green Lantern, a little bit, right?
Yep.
Really well done. I think his name's James Robinson too. His normal name is civilian name, which is great. I love this. Like the Black Hammer universe is so much fun. It's an
homage.
Yeah. It's a love letter to the big two. It's so well done. And I mean, there's World of Black Hammer library editions 2 and 3 coming out soon. Can't wait. I mean, they're still doing minis. I think they're doing Barbalian now. They're wrapping up. I always butcher the name on this. If it's Skullboy and Gravedigger, I think. And then he's doing a Colonel Weird mini as well. So there's probably going to be a 4th library edition for World. It's great. And then Patton Oswalt, I think, is doing a mini as well, or he's doing an issue of an anthology mini.
Oh, that's cool.
It's pretty fun. I mean, they're having a good time with it. And I keep the library editions coming.
Yeah. If anybody is curious, you don't really have to know anything about the World of Black Hammer at all to enjoy this book. You can pick it up fresh and know absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
The way it is written is so good. It's 4 issues. It hits you in the feels, and it's amazingly written. I actually read it like really late at night. I was like, oh, I'll just read like 1 or 2 issues before bed. I ended up reading all 4. Like right before I fell asleep. And I remember I messaged Mike and I was like, thanks, you asshole. I'm now crying in bed at 1 a.m. My wife's asleep next to me and I'm over here bawling like a baby.
Yeah.
Fuck, it was so good.
Yeah, I
It
remember.
also, I don't want to say anything more because I don't want to accidentally like
Yeah,
give away anything, but it was good.
yeah. It's I remember reading The World of Black Hammer, the library edition. I was like, would I ever sell these one day? And one of my criteria for am I going to sell a book or reread it is if it makes me emotional. And then I read that part, that mini, and I was like, damn it, man! Like I can't.
You
It's
can't
such a
part with
good
it now.
story. It's such a good story.
Yeah, you can't part with it now. And
Ah,
I felt that way once about the Man Thing omnibus, right? Remember
right.
when Rusty had
Yep.
you and I read it?
Yeah.
I really didn't care for the overall, like I was like, I could care, excuse me, I was like, I could care less about like 98% of this book. Like it wasn't bad. It was just nothing I would ever reread. It was like fun
Yeah.
the first
Yeah.
time around, but I would just never reread it. Except for Night of the Laughing Clown.
Yeah. I remember.
That or Night of the Laughing Dead or Night of the Laughing Clown. Now I can't remember what the hell it's called. I think it was Night of the Laughing Clown. Anyway, that 2 issue is by far one of my favorite like arcs of all time in any comic book. It
Night
is
of the
so
Laughing Dead.
Night of the Laughing Dead. That's it. So
Yeah.
if you guys have never read Night of the Laughing Dead, it's a 2 issue story. It's a Man Thing, Night of the Laughing Dead. If you guys have never read that, I highly, highly recommend it.
Yeah.
It is an amazing, amazing, amazing 2 issue story, and I love it. It was so so good.
Yeah.
And because of that, I was like, do I really want to get rid of this omnibus? Like, because I love those 2 issues so
Right.
much.
Right.
I did. I ultimately did. I was like, I don't know if I want to. Like, those 2 issues were just incredible.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, Man Thing. It's like, yeah, those 2 issues are great. I can't think of another. Granted, I haven't read much Man Thing, but I mean, Swamp Thing. I could talk about great runs to check out. I mean, all day.
Yep.
So many. Yeah, it's weird. Whole
Well, it
Man
was
Thing.
sort of a Man Thing. Just didn't really have. There was no personality. He was just like a
Right.
walking muck monster. Like there wasn't really until R.L. Stein got a hold of him. That is.
Yeah.
R.L.
Yeah.
Stein got a hold of him, and everybody went, "What the fuck
Did some
is
weird
this?"
things. Yeah. Yeah.
R.L. Stein, we thought you were gonna get us, and then you wrote this, and we were going, "What the hell's happening?"
Can't revolutionize every character.
No,
It
no.
happens. It happens.
But yeah.
So, yeah.
So real quick before we jump back in here, I'm trying to think of. Oh, I
Yeah,
have
how
my
about you show off those 2 little statues you got for the cheapest price I've ever heard of
Oh
getting
yeah, dude,
statues
20
for.
bucks. Yeah, they're PVC statues. They're nothing big, but
Still,
$20 a piece. They're on sale.
it's crazy. Who would have thought to GameStop? I remember getting, what game was it? I think Arkham City came with like a little statue as well. Also PVC, but yeah.
Yeah,
It's
no.
nice.
So I was they were having like a clearance sale or whatever at GameStop, and I went into my local GameStop and they had this one, their Jim Lee styled. Let me see if I can get him closer. And these are pretty good size. I mean, he's probably like 7 or 8 inches tall and like probably like
Yeah.
5 inches wide. Like it's a good size like PVC statue. And I picked it up for, I think normally they're like $20 or something like that. And I picked it up for, or they're normally like 40, I'm sorry. And I got it for like $20.
Yeah.
And then I got this one, which is also normally 40, Jim Lee style again. And I picked it up for 20 again. They're like 1986 a piece. Joker's a little bit smaller, but
Still,
probably just because he doesn't have the cape.
it's very cool.
But yeah, I picked those up for like
For that price?
$19.86 a piece. And I was like, this is, you can't, how are you going to pass that up?
Yeah. Yeah. Tough to say no.
I mean, even though they're PVC, I also have that big old, wait, where'd he go? That big old Bane back here.
Yeah. Yeah.
That I picked up. He's PVC too, but that's because I'm not a baller. I can't afford those huge, expensive ass statues. But yeah, so that one I picked up for I think $40 out of my local comic shop.
Very nice.
Trying to help support the local community.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't keep up with everything. What's like the lockdown situation like where you're at?
Where I'm at, dude, our governor doesn't give a fuck about anybody.
It's all open.
Yeah, no, it's wide open. He won't even put a mask mandate in place.
Wow.
Yeah, no, he could care less. So the cities are taking initiative and putting mask mandates in place and things like that. But yeah, so I mean masks, that's about it. And then they're saying like, oh, restaurants and bars can only operate at like 25% capacity.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, have takeout. Like, you can still support your local businesses. I don't want to see anybody go out of business. Like, it sucks. I get it. Don't get me wrong. But
Yeah.
like, have like takeout and stuff. Like, people can still support you and still eat. You don't have to eat inside the restaurant. Like, you know, I mean, I guess you still have like your waitresses and waiters and stuff, but
Yeah. Yeah.
maybe we still tip anyway, and then you can split all the tips amongst, you know, the waiters and waitresses and stuff to try to like help supplement them. Like there's ways around it that you can do. And there's some bars that are like, yeah, no, we're not fault, like we care more about the safety of people than we do about the business. So yeah, well, I don't know, man. It's something else. My wife's hospital is getting hit really, really hard right now. For those that don't know, she's a respiratory therapist at a hospital here, so she deals with COVID patients daily. And they went from, you know, since the start of this whole thing throughout the entire summer and into the fall, not really having too much, kind of here and there, nothing major, you know, it is what it is. And now all of a sudden, like all of our hospitals are just blowing up, and they're saying that if it doesn't stop soon, we're going to be looking like New York did at the very beginning with, you know, refrigerator trucks. And like we already have, like, they're already turning away people at the hospital because there's just not enough beds.
Wow.
And it's not even just like COVID patients. They're like, you know, because of the fact that we have so many people being hospitalized right now, like you could get into a car accident and come here and we may not be able to help you because all the beds are full. So it's
brutal.
So it's a really shitty situation right now, especially for those in healthcare. So shout out to anyone else that was, you know, part of the healthcare community or work in healthcare. Shout out to you guys. It's not easy right now.
Not at all. So, yeah, big shout out to those folks.
Yeah, it's
absolutely.
It sucks. It sucks for everyone. I mean, it sucks for small business. It sucks for, you know, healthcare. But you know, I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'm happy.
Right thing is either.
I'm happy about the. I mean, there is no right answer, to be honest with you. Like, there's no answer. There's no universal answer that's going to save everybody, which is really unfortunate, but it's the truth. But I think right now we need to focus more on saving lives than. And you know, like I said, my wife, she's like, you know, you don't know what it's like until you actually see people that can't see their loved ones and they're gasping for their last breath. She goes, it's not like you see in the TV shows. It's not. She goes, it's not like a quick death where they just go. That's not how it works. Like they're gasping for air and their eyes are bugging out of their head, and it's not a pretty fucking sight. So and she gets to see that shit on the daily. And yeah, their hospital's averaging a few deaths a day every day. COVID deaths. So it fucking sucks, man. But I don't know. We'll see. I just hope my wife don't bring that shit home. So so far so good, but no, they have to wear a lot of like PPE and stuff. So far so good, but
damn,
yeah, my I just found out this last week that my stepmom and my dad actually got COVID. So
oh wow,
yeah, my stepmom is currently in the hospital right now with it. I don't know how she's doing. We're not really that close, but you know, I don't wish ill will on anyone. But you know, praying for them and stuff. It's been rough, man. It's kind of hitting a little bit closer to home these days.
Yeah. Damn. Well, yeah. I wish everyone the best. I mean,
be smart, people. Be smart, especially with the holidays coming up. Just be smart.
Yeah.
That's enough for our PSA.
Yeah. We don't want to blow up our comment section.
That's enough of that's enough of our.
We already offended someone last time with MDMA.
With the ecstasy.
Yeah.
So anyways, let's see, I'm trying to think. Did you have any? Oh, I also got Batman 66 bound. I got Batgirl Year 1 bound. I got I picked up that Nightwing and Grayson. binds the new 52 and the Grayson, which is pretty exciting. So yeah, I don't know, I mean, I'm
Yeah.
building up a huge Bat family. Spider-Man and Bat family are like my big focuses right now.
I mean, you have all the Nightwing issues, I think, right, at this point?
I have every Nightwing issue. Well, let me rephrase. Every Nightwing issue from the 90s. Not like the Rebirth or anything like that, but the stuff from the 90s. I have all like, it's like 100 and fuck, how many was it? 183? No, Robin was 183. Nightwing's 160,
Oh, okay.
56,
Wow.
160, something like that. I don't know. Anyways, I have them all, and all the tie-ins and all the annuals and all that fun jazz. So those are going to be getting bound this next year, 2021. Year of the custom binds. Big shout out to Christoph for creating the new logo for us. Much appreciated, sir.
Yeah. It's exciting.
It is, man. I'm super excited. Giving Herring and Robinson a lot of business. Oh, I also got the Batman Adventures and Batman and Robin Adventures. I got to get bound too.
Right. Got a lot of stuff to do. It's going to be
crazy. I know.
2021 is going to be.
You know how originally I wanted to do graphic covers?
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to now.
Oh my goodness.
Well, the reason being is in the Unbound Facebook group, someone had said like, hey, I had mailed in some stuff to Haushin and I haven't heard back in like 2 weeks. Like, I don't know if they received it or not. Like, it says received on tracking, but like they never messaged me to acknowledge that they got it. I don't know if they're working on it. Like, I don't know where it is. I've tried emailing them. They don't email me back. I'm lost in limbo.
Wow.
And apparently, from what I understand, because kind of Tim Benson sort of stepped in and explained everything, is that's sort of like that's how they roll. Apparently that's just how their business is. They don't, and the reason he said that, comic books are probably 1% of the business that they do.
Right.
So comic books is really just a way for them to kind of help supplement their workload. It's not like their main focus by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah.
So because of that, like their customer service and things like that, like they don't really give a shit. Like I shouldn't say they don't give a shit, but like they're not
low priority.
Yeah, it's low priority. They're not super focused on it. And so I was like, I don't know how I feel about that, just because I'm very, I'm a manager of customer service. Like that's what I do for a living. And so for me, customer service is it's like second nature.
Too, man.
Yeah, it's second nature.
It makes a big difference. Yeah.
And when I go to Herring and Robinson, I email them. I was like, hey guys, I just sent in a shipment of books. Here's the tracking number, etc. I get a reply back within an hour or less saying, hey, thanks, Matt. We'll let you know when they arrive. And then when they arrive, I get a thing saying, hey, Matt, here's confirmation that your books arrived. Okay, we'll get started to work on them here soon. And to me, like the little things like that, to me, is just amazing customer service and really kind of sets things apart. Yep. And I know that Haushin does the graphic covers and Herring doesn't. And I really wanted those to be graphic covers, but I don't know, man. Like that kind of weirds me out, not knowing where the hell you're at for 3 weeks, a month, whatever, until I get back to you.
Baby. It's capitalism. You're supporting them with your money. That makes sense, man.
So
it makes sense.
I'm debating on just sticking with my boys at Herring and Robinson for them, and then just having you, because I still think that they deserve some special art, and then maybe having you just do dust jackets for them rather than graphic covers. Maybe just do the dust jacket, which is basically the same thing, but
yeah.
So yeah, I think I might go that route with them, just because I don't know, man. I don't think I would like being kind of left in limbo.
Yeah, it makes sense. No, I totally agree. I mean, you gotta, it makes sense. Like you're supporting the better service provider, the better vendor.
I guess it just depends on what you want. If you want graphic covers, you don't have a choice. You gotta go to Haushin.
You gotta wait.
Haushin does a great job. I'm not knocking them. They have amazing work. I just don't know about being left in limbo like that. That just kind of wouldn't be good for me. But
yeah. I guess that's probably why things take so long for me at Lehman as well. They're just so busy with everything else. I mean,
man, you were telling me about them. I was like, their customer service is probably like worse than any bindery I've seen.
No email responses. If I call, they say, "Yeah, we'll call you in a couple weeks," and then a couple weeks pass by and they don't. Getting ghosted by them. They're ghosting me. It's not enough that women do it. Now I got to deal with binderies ghosting me. Jesus.
Jeez. Well, now you just got to step up and just start shipping international.
Oh.
You gotta go to Herring and Robinson, man. It's worth it.
Yeah, man. I mean, we'll see.
You know what you could do? You probably aren't. Oh no, because the borders are closed. I was like, you're probably not traveling right now for work or anything, are you? I was gonna say what you should do is if you could get across the border, whether it be for work or what have you, bring them all with you, find a USPS across the border, ship them from there, so that way you're only paying, regular, and then get like a, I don't know, get like a PO box or something to have them sent back to.
Yeah. I mean, if the border was
You're
open,
not that far from the border.
No, I mean, if I had binds to get done now and I could get to the, like you said, to a USPS, I'd do that, and I'd just have them ship it to your house, and then I'd pick them up once. I mean, Herring and Robinson's so fast, we'd probably. I mean, yeah, if the border was open, there's so many. I mean, those Hulks are all there. I wish the borders were open. There's so many things to do once the border's
hopefully
open.
this spring, they're claiming that this vaccine is, there's two different ones that are claiming around 94 to 95% effectiveness. Fingers crossed that actually is the case.
Who's saying that? Bill Gates?
Springtime, yeah, springtime. Hopefully those borders will open up. You can get down here and we can hang out. But
it'd be nice if Planet Comic Con could also just whip something together real fast for. But I mean,
yeah, they even have 10. They even have 2-week turnaround. I mean, it costs like an extra $10, but still, for an extra $10, if you're in a real big hurry, like you have a con coming up or something, Herring and Robinson has 2-week turnaround time on their books. I
mean, we definitely need to get Shadow Man stuff bound. Those free trades I got from Valiant. Because I mean, we'll see. Because when we were supposed to go to Planet Comic Con, Colin Bunn was going to be there. He would have signed it.
Year. Yep,
that's true. He's always there. Yeah. I mean, I got to get that Wrath of the Eternal Warrior bound for our Patreons.
Yes. Yeah. So 2021, year of the custom bind. We're going to be doing some giveaways, custom bind giveaways and stuff on our Patreon as well. So if you are not already a patron, you can go ahead and sign up to become a patron at patreon.com/the hardcover comic. And as little as $1 a month will get you into a drawing. We do drawings every month. None of the money goes into our pocket whatsoever. Every single last dime goes right back to the patrons. Whoever wins what books. This last month, they actually said, well, can I select some deluxes? And we said, sure. What do you want? And they actually wanted the 3 Lock and Key Master editions. So I ordered them. They received them. At least they said Amazon was fine because in stock was going to take longer. So we went through Amazon. Yeah. Amazon claims that they were delivered. So
we just haven't heard back.
Yeah, I'm sure they never messaged. So yeah, they chose the Lock and Keys. We had kind of a snafu with the drawing last month.
Yeah.
So to make up for that, I gave away my I Hate Fairyland volumes 1 and 2. Wow. Volume 1 actually being signed by Scotty Young himself.
Wow.
I gave those away to make up for our snafu on the drawing.
Yep.
So we are beyond fair. We are beyond fair when it comes to our patrons. So
yeah. And then also on the topic of the year of the custom bind. This is, I mean, we're reaching out to you folks. I'm gonna put announcements in every video just to refresh people's memories. But we know that a lot of you are starting to get into custom binding. We've seen the comments on our videos. We've seen them in our little chat room. If you're interested in joining in on this chat room, by the way, it's an app on your phone called Line, Line. Just download that and then reach out to either Matt or myself. I'm the Superior Nova, all one word, and Matt is Draven402, all one word. Just hit us up. We'll get you in the room. But we know a lot of folks are doing custom binds. So what we want to do is send us pictures of them once you have them done.
Yes.
We are going to feature them on our live streams, maybe do a video, depending how many submissions we get, we may need, that'll be the frequency of the videos. We'll do like nice compilations, talk about them. It'll be a good time. It'll be a nice year for everyone to get into custom binding. If you've been waiting for the opportunity to, here's your excuse. All right. It's part of a year-long event, THC on the YT with the CBD. I mean, what more do you need?
There you go. Taming that CBD.
We're going to tame it for some people, but
we're then we're also going to unleash it for others.
Unleash the CBD.
We're unleashing that CBD for others. We're going to get everybody hooked on custom binds because they're amazing.
It's the best way.
And for
best way to.
those that are overseas, in the UK, there is a bindery that I keep hearing a lot about. Spinks and Thackeray, I want to say is what it's called. Though, oh my Lanta, I've seen some binds come from them lately. There's been a couple people in the Unbound Facebook group that have been posting pictures. They do graphic covers there as well, and they do some really, really cool stuff. And I think it's called Spinks and Thackeray, something along those lines. But they look like a pretty dope bindery as well. So if anybody's in the UK and they're like, oh, where do I go to get my stuff bound? They look amazing. I highly recommend them.
There you go.
I've seen some really, really cool stuff come from them. I can't speak for their prices or anything like that. I don't know, but I have seen some really cool books come from them.
I mean, most countries should have binderies at this point, right? Like people are
Well,
there
I
are
mean,
hardcovers all over the world.
probably.
I mean, yeah, maybe some third world countries probably don't, but I mean, you know, if you're lucky enough to be watching us live on a computer, you probably have a bindery somewhere. There must be hardcovers being bound somewhere.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
Somewhere someone's having a
bindery. Have you seen Wizard of Oz?
I have. No, I've seen Wizard of Oz. Yeah, just checking. I've seen it on Family Guy
almost 100 years ago. Are you too?
I know, black and white. I remember.
It was also in color. When they got to Oz, it was in color.
Oh, I don't know. I think I've only seen the black and white one.
Jesus Christ! You've only seen the first 10 minutes of the film?
I guess so. Yeah. Well, no, I think I've seen the full film. I don't know, man. It's a good movie.
As soon as they get to Oz, it turns color.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. You're right.
We represent the Lollipop Guild. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not that familiar with it, so
I grew up on it. Dolphy.
What all these people are saying.
I don't know. So let's jump into comments and say what's up to everybody, shall we?
There's a lot of comments. Hey everyone, thank you all for joining. My God.
JT, what up, my man? Comic enthusiast? Have you read the comic Ligma?
I have not.
I have never even heard of it, but I'm intrigued. What is it? If you're still on Comic Enthusiast, I am curious. Let us know what that is. I have not heard of it. JT, I'm getting Hulk Epic Collection Volume 1 for Christmas. Whoop, whoop. Good job, JT. Proud of you, my man.
Collection.
Eric Odd, what's up? Tushar, what's up, my man? Good morning from India. Well, good evening from Omaha.
And from Canada, yeah.
Ryan Blue Thunder, howdy from Houston.
What's up, Ryan?
Hey, what's up, sir? This may be out of bounds and not kosher, but I'll ask. This is at the very beginning. Who gives a shit? I'll ask now before more people join. But what do you think of EVS's warts and all 416 pages of original 90s Cyber Frog and hardcover for $35?
I don't know, man. EVS is a weird dude.
He was a really amazing artist. I mean, his skill level, art-wise, like if you know nothing about the man, you just saw art, you'd probably be like, holy shit, like that dude draws some really cool stuff.
Yeah.
Really amazing artist.
Some of the best Green Lantern art.
Oh, yeah, for sure. His Green Lantern stuff that he did with Johns was impeccable. It was remarkable.
Yeah.
But I personally do not feel the way that he does in regards to the political side of things and all that. So I have a very hard time, I guess, being able to. It's hard. I mean, I can still read Green Lantern, okay, but like his original stuff, like Cyber Frog, his creator-owned stuff, I would have a hard time supporting that, just because I don't know that it's up my alley. Like it doesn't seem like something that I would enjoy and I would be able to really.
I don't even know what Cyber Frog is. I've heard of it. I just never even checked it out.
I think it looks ridiculous. I do know that. Like the art's, I'm not saying like the art's bad. I just think that the character itself looks ridiculous. It reminds me of a Battletoad. If he did Battletoads, I'd probably buy it. I like Battletoads. Battletoads is dope. If he did a Battletoads book, I'd probably have to buy it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's a shame that he's chosen the path, I guess, that he's chosen. But hey, to each their own. He's happy. That's all that fucking matters, right? So,
Yep.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if you like it, you don't mind the political thing of it. I mean,
Then
I'm
yeah,
not
go
gonna judge
for
you.
it. It's
Yeah,
your
I'm not
money.
gonna judge you. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna tell you no, don't buy it. Or like everybody's entitled to their own stuff that they like and they don't like. I love plenty of shit that people hate. So, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Hey Zeus, what's up, my man?
Good to have Christ in the room.
Sam, have a good night, everyone. Oh, he left already. He like jumped in and left. He's like, have a good night. I'm out. Ryan Blue Thunder, Fabric is fantastic. I haven't read part 3 because I was worried after hearing the online criticism, but it is in my pile of Batman. Read it.
Let's read it. Yeah.
Read it. F the haters. Just read it. Conroy, why the hell is there already a thumbs down? That was like 10 minutes into the show.
The MDMA guy strikes again.
Oh, these fucks are live. Thumbs down. We're probably gonna get more now. We've discussed COVID. I think we lost like 10 viewers right when we started talking about COVID.
That's
it's funny. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Ryan Blue Thunder. I love Bermejo's art. Been picking up his cardstock variants with tech. Very cool. Yeah, I love Lee Bermejo's art too. It was killer. Batman Damned was one of the most gorgeous things. I actually have a bunch of his stuff for like backgrounds on my work computer and whatnot. It's so good. Sean, what's up, sir? That I think he's talking about DK3.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, Mike's got it. You did you do an overview on it?
I did. Yeah.
Is it posted yet?
Yes, sir.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, 630 pages. It's great.
Jesus, I think people are being negative to be negative. Like it's the thing to be if you want to be considered a legit comic fan these days. Yeah, that seems to be kind of a poor mindset, but you are correct. I've noticed that a lot too.
Put your monocle on.
He also co-wrote The Dark Knight Returns, The Last Crusade, story of what happened to Jason Todd with Romita.
That's that one shot. Yep, that's that one shot.
Oh, that's the one you were talking about earlier?
Yeah, with Romita's artwork, yeah.
Potty. I hope that's how you say it. It's fun to say it that way. I think I enjoyed the ride that the Three Jokers was, and it was incredibly captivating. But when I think back to it, in my opinion, it wasn't the most memorable story for me.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Oh, $72.50 on IST. Need to Dark. That's a $125 cover price. Absolute.
Maybe.
Was it that big?
I don't know.
How many issues were in it?
It's 625 pages.
Oh, okay. I guess I could see that. I guess.
Yeah.
Watching my Dixie wrecked. Watching THC doing bong hits. It's a good night.
Hell yeah.
Fucking incredible, sir.
Yeah, it's a great Sunday night.
Sean, what Bronze Age Batman do you have bound? I don't have any Bronze Age. The earliest I have is 1986. I would love to get Bronze Age, but I think it would be hard to get all the issues I would need to get those bound. I think
I consider like the Denny O'Neil time. Is that
yeah.
Good time. Neil Adams.
Oh yeah, amazing.
Yeah, it's a great era.
I've actually been debating on how I'm going to collect those, to be honest with you, and I think I might have to collect them as just the Tales of the Batman and Legends of the Batman books. The ones that are,
They didn't do trade paperbacks for the
for
the Bronze Age. Yeah.
I don't believe so. Not for just Batman. I mean, they did for like Batman and the Outsiders. They did for that, and they did for Joker. But
because they did omnis for Brave and the Bold.
Yeah, Brave and the Bold, Batman and the Outsiders, and then Joker. But I don't think they did anything for just straight up Batman or Detective.
Yeah, you're right.
And I don't even think they've done Silver Age either. They've done Golden Age, but I don't even think they've done Silver.
It's gonna take a while.
The Masterworks line just started collecting the classic Stern Romita Jr. run for he's referring to ASM. That's awesome. Nice. It was a great read, man. I absolutely love it. And those Masterworks lines are expensive. I'll only buy them strictly for I got them for the Ghost Rider. Like I have to. It's the only way you're going to collect the 70s Ghost Rider. And then Deathlock, just because again, it's like really the only way you're going to collect that one.
Yeah, yeah.
Chase Chu, JRJR did that All-Star Batman book with Snyder.
That's
yes,
right.
and it was bad.
Yeah.
I remember trying to read that. I remember you were reading it too, and we
Brutal.
did not get through it.
No.
Oh, it was
rough.
bad. Man Without Fear. That's what you were thinking of.
Yeah, that's right. Born Again was Mazzucchelli. Yep.
I still love Shane Davis's Earth One for a different take on Soups. Buy his cat book, Starlight Cats. I don't know.
Starlight Cats.
I mean, I'm almost intrigued by that now.
Yeah,
I'm almost like, what is Starlight Cats?
That sounds fascinating.
My Dixie wrecked, Dayton, Ohio in the house.
Represent.
Is weed legal in that state? I don't think it is. I don't know. A bunch of states have recently legalized it, though. It's like 5 new states legalized it. Nebraska was not one of them. We couldn't even get the fucker on the ballot, but we did legalize gambling, so we'll start having some casinos here. That'll be fun.
Yeah, that's big.
JD, I like John Romita Jr.'s art. It's different, not cookie cutter art like in most Marvel and DC comics. Maybe it's also because I love Frank Robbins and Bill Sienkiewicz. I like Bill Sienkiewicz. I don't like JRJR. Yeah. I like his earlier stuff. I do like his earlier stuff, but right, correcting his spelling. Grab the Hitmans. Okay. Let me know, Chase, if you're still on, because obviously that comment was a while ago. If you're still on, comment again down below. Once we get through these comments here, I'll try to grab them here.
Yeah.
If nothing else, I'll do. I did an overview on them once, but I was actually debating on doing some new overviews and kind of diving in a little bit deeper maybe than I did before. So I'm excited to see these. Yeah, they're, like I said, they'll look sexier once I get the dust jackets, but content-wise, they're amazing. Customs, I just finished floppy collections of All-Star Squadron, Infinity Inc., and I'm also working on Young All-Stars. Also considering Eric. I don't know. I've had a long day today. Love me some Roy Thomas.
You don't hear that often, but hey, that's nice.
I do like Roy Thomas. He's a legend, man.
Yeah.
A lot of people love his Conan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sean, hope there is some Bronze Age in there.
As
much as I enjoy Bronze Age, I really do. I do enjoy Bronze Age, but it's hard to collect and then bind Bronze Age because there's so many like random issues that are now key issues and things like that are like super expensive. And I would love to bind Bronze Age. Don't get me wrong. Like that would be amazing, but they're so expensive. Got to figure out where to get it bound with a cool dust jacket. Well, Mike can help you with the cool dust jacket, Ryan.
Yeah, I can try.
No, he can do it.
I can definitely do it. Yeah. I just don't want to blow up my ego too much.
Now, where you get them bound, I am gonna suggest Harrington Robinson yet again.
If you're in the U.S., yeah,
can't blow them enough, but yeah. Do you guys design table of contents?
I have in the past. Yeah, I sort of just stopped because I didn't feel a need for them. I don't know, and also I don't really have a great place to. I don't know. I don't want to go to Staples. I don't want to give them any more money. And with the COVID stuff, like now, like I haven't been able to find a new place. I've reached out to so many places about dust jackets, and they say they don't provide that service.
Yep.
It seems like it's a dying thing almost, which is a shame.
Yeah, I get all my dust jackets printed at Houchen.
Yeah.
I do utilize Houchen for dust jackets. And they are pretty quick at printing because it's just printing and mailing, and they are pretty quick about that. As far as table of contents go, I'm so torn. It's one of those things where I would love to design table of contents. I really would. But at the same time, I don't know like where I would be able to get it printed, because I mean I could print on regular computer paper, but that's not, the same.
Yeah.
And so I don't really know where I would get them printed at or anything like that. So I've been torn. I have yet to do it. I keep toying around with the idea of doing it, and then I stop and I go, why do I care?
Right.
Like,
Right.
it makes a book look sexy. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Like, it makes a book look really fucking good. But at the same time, I am one of those, even in official books, I never use the table of contents.
Right. Right.
I do in an overview and I'll be like, here's what the contents of the book are. But
Yeah.
aside from that, I do not ever look at table of contents. So then I got to thinking, well, these are my custom binds. They're meant for me. If I'm never going to use it, what's the point?
What's the point? Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
They do make it look sexier, though. I will give
Yeah.
it that.
Yeah. It's a fun thing to do to pass the time.
That too. I just don't have enough free time to do that. Matt, how are the colors in your Batman comics around 86, 87? I'm starting to gather those issues for binding. Sweet. And colors are pretty consistently faded. Yeah. They're fairly faded. Not like some are obviously better than others. But no, they are faded. Like I said before, you know, they're kind of yellowed a little bit. But I like it. It doesn't impact it at all for me. It actually kind of adds to it for me personally because I feel like it gives them personality. It really shows their age. And if they were like crisp and fresh and new, I think that might just seem, I don't know, that might just seem weird to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I personally don't care. I actually like that they have a faded color. Yeah, it's authentic. But yes, mine are also faded. Love me some Etrigan.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys recommend Absolute Swamp Thing, Mike?
To be on the nose, absolutely. Yeah, it's great. They're great volumes. I know some people have issues with the binding on theirs. Mine are totally fine. The spine, I guess, is a problem for some people. Mine have been totally fine. I've read them both. So no problems here. I love them. Great books. I like the recoloring too.
I never went with the absolutes because I have it custom bound. Where'd that come from? So I never bought them. But if I didn't have them custom bound, I definitely would have bought them. So yes, buy them.
Get them.
Just hopefully you get a good volume 1 and not one of the ones where the spine was falling apart.
And hopefully you get a volume 3 to finish it off.
That too.
Ryan Blue Thunder, I love my Swamp Thing absolutes. Yeah.
Kind of still want to find hardcovers with the original color, but really like my absolutes 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Those are some sexist spines on those binds. Well, thank you, sir. Those ones are a little more plain. Just wait. I got some things brewing. Hopefully they turn out the way I have them imagined in my mind. Or unless he's talking about your binds, he might be talking about your binds, in which case, those were sexy as fuck. Road to No Man's Land had an advert for No Man's Land Volume 1. So I guess that means it's for sure coming.
Okay. Good to know. I hope so.
I assumed it was. But...
Yeah. I feel like Batman usually sells, but then they'll do something again, like the Snyder. They released Volume 1 and Volume 2 is nowhere in sight. I mean,
that is also true and very weird to me because that book sold well.
Yeah. They had some. I think they had a printing issue. They had a printing issue, I think, with it, but like that's not impossible to fix for like just God. It's weird. It's very weird. The Snyder's on fire right now. Death Metal came out.
I've been getting the trade paperbacks with original colors from Target's recent sales to eventually do a custom bind.
Good move.
That's fantastic. That's exactly what I did. I took the 6 trade paperbacks, bound those fuckers, and got me 2 volumes of Swamp Thing.
Wham bam.
Which makes me think Random House has all of No Man's Land plotted out.
I hope so. It'd be good for the fans. Definitely.
Is that them or is that DC that plots them out though?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe Random House just got ahead of themselves.
Tynan's run, Rise of the Batman, which doesn't make sense. So yes, excellent story, amazing story. I have my deluxes. It wasn't a detective story, as a Batman book. Yep, sure was.
Definitely,
and it was fantastic. I have my deluxes, but may buy the Omni and sell the deluxes. If the Omni, that bind freaks me out. I'm not gonna lie.
That'd be tough. Tough sell.
That should be a 2-volume book for sure.
Yeah, tough sell.
Spider-Man has a spider family.
It's true. Yeah, it's grown quite a bit.
I don't think I've ever seen them say it. Oh, when we were asking about that family. I blame that title on what seems to be the norm now at DC. Decisions made by corporate sales committee. Very possible.
Yeah.
They have a Bat Cow. They're a Bat fam.
Yeah, there's Bat Hound for a bit as well.
Yeah, Bat Hound. There's Ace.
Yeah. Definitely Bat fam.
If you go back to Batman 66, you even have, oh God, I can't. I'm trying. Aunt Harriet. God, I couldn't remember her name for a second. I was like, what is her name?
Yeah.
There was an actual book titled Batman Family.
Close. Getting there.
Slowly getting there.
We need the Bat Family.
I remember the Batman Family comic from the 70s and early 80s. Michael Golden drew a great Batmite story in one of them.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. Batmite.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about Batmite.
Batmite's a good time.
Clayface made a great foil. Tiny Onion.
That's great.
Tiny Onion is a pretty good writer.
Yeah, agreed.
That he is. Those are the ones. Just bought all 3 Black Science Deluxe books.
Great title. Great hardcovers, especially if you got that remastered volume 1. I still have the shitty original one with the glued binding, but it's fine.
It's fine. It'll be fine.
It's okay.
Spider-Man, Peter Parker, Spider-Man, Miles. Oh, Spider-Man, Peter Parker, Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Spider-Gwen, Spider-Woman, Spider-Girl.
Yeah.
Then you got Spider-Ham and
the whole multiverse of them.
The whole multiverse of Spider-Man. After reading the last Batgirl, I think Oracle may be coming back. Cass may be back. Praise.
I hope so.
Batman 103 was actually really good. I need to catch up, dude. I'm so far. Are they still pumping out those bi-weekly?
I don't think so.
Or did they go back to monthly?
They're monthly again.
Fuck, I need to catch up, dude, because he took over at like what, 86?
Yeah.
Is that when he took over?
Yeah. That sounds right.
Silk. Oh, yep, there is Silk. Tomasi had a weird Two-Face run on Tech that I actually enjoyed. Very cultish.
Good to know.
I don't remember if I read that one or not. It sounds familiar. God, it's too much. Can I name all of Spider-Man's villains? I can name like all the main ones, but you gotta think, man. Spider-Man's been around since 1963, and there is, I think, 63, maybe 60. Fuck. Now I'm second guessing myself. Anyway, he's been around since the 60s.
Details.
And he has a lot of like your main rogues gallery, but then he's also got a lot of like crazy one-offs. Like I've been reading, a lot of the Batmans from Spider-Man's from like the 80s and stuff, and he has a lot of weird one-off villains that you see like once in a blue moon and then you never see again.
Yep.
The Vulture, the Rent. Yeah, the Rent. That is definitely a villain in the world of Spider-Man. The Green Goblin, the Cost of Aunt May's medicine.
Yeah.
Is also true.
Yeah.
I can't because the list keeps growing. It does, and there's a lot of weird one-offs as well. I end up getting a great lot on eBay, then spend way too much on a few issues. I don't want to do the math anymore. Okay, funny you say that.
Happens.
Same thing happened to me very recently with Lobo. So I got an amazing lot on Lobo a while back. I think I got, so it's like 0 through 64 is like the lot, right? Or is the run. I think I got all but 9 issues for like $50 or some shit. Like it was a really great deal. I was super happy. I was like, all I gotta do is find 9 issues of Lobo. This will be easy.
Yeah.
Started looking. The 9 issues of Lobo that I was missing, 5 of them were pricey, with the last 2 being issues 63 and 64, which 63 averaged like $25 a pop and 64 averaged like $50 a pop.
Fun.
And I went, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Screwed. Even for ones that weren't even that great a condition. But I got lucky-ish, and I actually found 63 and 64 together, and I was able to get both of them for $40. So I was like, okay, it makes me feel a little bit better. It's still more than I would ever pay for, but I was like, I need to finish off these binds. So I finally got them. Lobo is completely done. I just got to actually prep them. and get them sent in. But I know that pain, man. It sucks. I'm actually in that right now with Moon Knight too. Mark Spector
Right.
Moon Knight run. I
Yeah,
have almost all of them, but like 5, and the 5 I'm missing are the last 5 of the series that go for like $50 each.
Yeah. Damn.
It sucks. Would you recommend Tomasi's Batman and Robin without reading Grant Morrison's Batman run? Thinking about getting that and Super Sons soon.
Go for it.
The answer is yes.
Yeah.
I did. That's exactly how I did it, to be honest with you.
What's
But
cool is they include the issues that Tomasi did prior to New 52. He did like an arc. I think it was still Batman and Robin with Damian, but it was like, I forget what there was like a cult of like angels or something. I forget what it was, but so it's nice they included that.
I will say in the very beginning, though, I was very confused as to what the hell was going on because I didn't read Morrison's run. So I would recommend at least wikiing, like getting a high level overview of Morrison's run, and then you'll be good. But yeah, you can definitely jump into it.
Yeah.
And there goes JT naming off. Nicely done, JT.
Nice.
I'm curious, how many souls did you guys promise to the CBD during the summon ritual? Well, let's see how many people are watching right now.
Yeah. It's all been a ritual this entire time.
Yeah, this has all been a ritual to the CBD.
That's what this channel is. 10 years from now, you guys watch.
It seemed like it was too close to Starman. Yeah. He's not Dr. Star.
Dr. Andromeda.
It was an homage though. It was a respectful way to pay respect to these characters.
Corporate suits don't care.
That's true. Just ordered Black Hammer Volume 1.
Have to catch up soon.
Have to catch up soon.
Do catch up. It's great.
JT still naming off
the list
villains there. Matty D. Hey fellas, what's up, sir? Tarantula, he of the pointy shoes. How can I send you guys money for the mugs? I'm not sure if it's e-transfer or PayPal. Didn't I email you?
Oh, maybe
did I not email you? I swear I emailed you.
Maybe you got stuck in the outbox.
I guess I don't know. PayPal, my man, PayPal.
PayPal it up.
But yeah, once we get it all, I'll get it all ordered and get it sent out to you. The answer, the spot, the rose, tombstone, spider slayer, sin eater. See,
there you go.
I'm gonna remake Bunnicula, bunny. Well, I can't even say it. Anyways, yeah, a bunny vampire. Speaking of bunny vampires, I was recently just watching a childhood classic of mine, Count Duckula.
Oh yeah.
Are you familiar with Count Duckula?
I'm vaguely familiar with Count Duckula.
Count Duckula was a British cartoon back in the 80s, and it is phenomenal. It's so good. Even today, it holds up so incredibly well. It's kind of like Monty Python-ish a little bit, and it's so good, dude. Yeah. Like, if you guys are fans of Monty Python or just British humor in general, go check out Count Duckula.
There you go.
Hey guys, what are your must-have DC omnibuses?
I mean, really anything Grant Morrison did. For me personally, I have a very difficult time trying to part with the John's Green Lantern omnis. I don't know why. I just love those books so much. Aside from that, I don't know, that Tomasi and Gleason Superman omnibus is going to be a must-have. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll actually end up getting that one, I'm sure.
Because I mean, a lot of people are not big fans of Superman, and if anyone's going to ask me where to go now to get into Superman, I'm going to say read Tomasi's run. You're going to love Superman.
Yep.
Then get into the other stuff.
That's how I got hooked.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're also releasing the Superman by Grant Morrison omnibus next year. I'm excited for that one. Not his best work, but still really good. His Action Comics stuff. I'm trying to think what else. I don't know. I have so many. I love the Nightfall books. I love them. They're so much fun. So I guess the official omnis can count there. I mean, I've reread Nightfall like 4 times at this point, so that speaks volumes. Yeah, I don't know. Animal Man by Morrison. It's a great DC Comics Omni.
Yeah, Animal Man for sure. If I wasn't custom binding stuff, I would also say Batman the Long Hell, or the Tim Sale Jeff Loeb Batman Omni.
Right.
Yeah,
that upcoming Tiny and Detective Comics absolutely
that's a
must have.
If I wasn't custom binding it, that is an absolute must have.
Yeah.
Yeah, Superman for sure. If we can include absolutes, I would say Sandman.
Yeah, or the Omnis too for Sandman.
True that. Preacher.
Yeah, Preacher's great. Yeah, the bunch of Vertigo. I mean, yeah, there's. Damn it.
There's a lot.
Yeah, because there are so many that I've had in the past and I just let go. I love so many absolutes. Like I would even throw in. I mean, for me personally, even Azarella's Wonder Woman, I think I would throw in there. I really like that run.
I have that in custom, thanks to you.
Yeah.
Yep, that one's never going away.
I mean, I've still got my Aquaman by Jeff Johns. I love that thing.
That Joker statue is sweet.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, sir. Jarrett, Sunday chats with the boys. What's up, guys?
What up, Jared?
What up? JT saying there's more than that, you guys. We're slacking on the Spider-Man villains. Conroy says Sandman. JT says there's still more. You guys are slacking. Come on now. 1986 means Crisis on Infinite DC Collectibles.
1986. Nice.
I live in Omaha, Nebraska. A suburb of Omaha, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
Morbius, Man Wolf. Still more. You guys are slack. You guys are disappointing JT right now.
Not adding anymore.
Step it up. Essential definitions kill small business. Oh, that was back when we were discussing COVID.
Yeah.
More what? What was the question? Oh, he's referring to Spider-Man villains. List of Spider-Man villains in the comics. Yeah, your wife has on my press. Oh, thank you, sir. I truly from the bottom of my heart appreciate that. Arcade. Ooh, yes, I love Arcade. I know he's sort of like a D-list villain, but I fucking love Arcade.
And he has that great scene. I forget what comic it's from, where he like strikes a match on Doom's outfit, on his armor, and like lights a cigar. It's great. Arcade's hilarious.
Hopefully she'll get the vaccine first. She doesn't want the first round of vaccine. Neither does her coworkers. They're like, I don't want the first round of vaccines. I
want version 3. That's
yeah, exactly. I want the tried and true version. But yeah, no, the frontline workers and like the elderly are like the first ones. Liquor stores, convenience stores, big box will remain open, while small businesses and non-chains will go the way of the Taco Bell wars. Was that a Demolition Man reference? Because if it was, sir, well fucking played.
I mean, it seems like Ryan's on top of his game tonight. So he's been Tiny Onion. I mean,
that was a Demolition Man reference, because I love Demolition Man. It is one of my favorite movies. It is a classic, and it is one that I feel everybody should watch. Have you ever seen Demolition Man?
No.
Sylvester Stallone, Wesley Snipes, Sandra Bullock, Rob Schneider.
Yeah. No, I've definitely heard about it. Listen, man, you know what my movie repertoire is like. It's very limited.
Oh, dude, you need to fucking find yours. I have it on VHS. You need to find yourself some Demolition Man. Or if you haven't seen it, when you come down here, I will set up my VCR and we will watch fucking Demolition Man.
Go back in time.
It is so good. I love Demolition Man. 3 seashells. See if you can figure it out. Arcade was only a villain to Spider-Man in that stupid Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon.
JT's getting picky.
Yeah, real picky. Jared's like, no, he's in the comics too.
Oh boy, here we go.
He is an X-Men violin.
This is great.
I'm supposed to say villain. Marcelo, hey guys, what is up, sir? Rosie, hey guys, thanks for the content. Conroy, the violin would be a great name for an 80s era spectacular Spider-Man villain. It probably exists. It's probably somewhere in some like throwaway issue,
Yeah.
but I'm sure it exists. What do y'all think about a possible All-Star Squadron Infinity Ink bind DC Roy Thomas?
Go for it.
Fucking go for it, man. If it makes your heart happy, you run with it.
Yeah.
His first appearance was in a team-up issue between Spider-Man
damn.
and Cat Britain. I have the reprint of it. Smack! Mic
You got
drop.
references.
Mic drop. 1% of business is still business. Oh, that's when we were referring to the customer's a customer. That customer BS is not cool.
Yeah.
Well, you know me. That's why I'm going where I go. Rhino, kangaroo.
Yeah, animals. Come on, JT.
He starts naming off random animals. Kangaroo, sloth,
elephant
man,
crocodile.
The sad thing is those are real things. Killer Croc. I'm sure Elephant Man exists. Conroy Jet. Love Herring and Robinson, especially Jim. Yes. Jim is who I interact with every single time I email or call. Jim is a stellar man. Stellar dude. Hope you guys can get them to come onto the show sometime. I would love that. I think it would be really cool if we could.
Yeah.
I do. Cool. I think it'd be really, really cool if we could get them to come on the show.
Yeah. Yeah, we're pretty conservative with our see, he's just listening at animals again. Come on, Jason.
Monkey, parrot.
The funny thing is there are definitely villains close, like themed off of those animals. They're probably for Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Gecko.
Yeah.
Bearded dragon, Komodo dragon, Savannah monitor.
A variety of snakes.
He just starts naming off all the lizards.
Yeah, I mean, scorpion. Yeah, it's all.
Chinese water dragon.
We haven't even gotten to the seafood yet.
Shrimp, shrimp gumbo, shrimp salad, shrimp burger. Trump gonna nationalize Amazon delivery to send out the vaccine.
Yeah, those prime delivery guys are wild.
I don't know if the vaccine will be quite ready enough before January 20th.
Listen, they'll just get the robots to go around and give it to people.
Yeah. Beetle? I think it's supposed to say Beetle. Beetlejuice, Beetle guys, Beetle Sport. Oh, that's great.
They gotta start bringing back some of these corny villains. I mean, if Kite Man could make it the epic he made.
I was just reading an issue of Batman in my volume 4 custom bind. So this is like 88, 89, I think.
Yeah.
And dude, Kite Man's referenced. I read it and I laughed so hard. Kite Man gets referenced. I laughed so fucking hard.
That's awesome.
Those Lock and Key are great. They are. Those Lock and Key Master Editions.
They're very nice.
I have them. They're gorgeous. I also pre-ordered the compendium for if and when it ever drops, but
looking like sometime next year.
Well, maybe. It got pushed back. Then now there's like no release date, so I guess we'll see. When I finally bite the custom bind bullet, he's getting possessed. H&R will definitely be where I go. As much as I want graphic covers for the sake of the shelf, cost and turnaround times kill it. Yeah, but then you get really cool fucking dust jackets made by Mike for, a really great price. And then you can have stuff that looks like my my Impulse binds, my Hitman binds.
Nice.
My Animal Man bind over here. You get some cool shit made, and then it still looks gorgeous for the shelf for even lesser money. The new Goblin. Oh, now he's just naming up goblins.
Yeah, there's like 10 of those.
Or Goblicon.
Kenneth, it's been a while.
Kenneth, sir, DC collected editions for mid 2021 sound interesting. The Flash by Mark Waid, Volume 8. I'm excited for people who have been waiting on that one because they really want to bind it. So I'm excited for that. My dealer Jeff's hooking me up, so I got lucky there. But I'm excited for those that have been waiting. Superman, Man of Tomorrow, Volume 1, The Flash, Death of Iris West hardcover, and then Superman, Man of Steel, Volume 3. Volume 2 drops January, and I think Volume 3 is June. Is that right?
Okay. I don't know.
I think that's around that time.
I'm not keeping up.
I'm pretty excited about that because I got Volume 1. So
we may need to plow through some of these because I'm gonna have to take off soon.
All right.
Which an hour?
All right. I had an alliance mate from Zimbabwe playing Marvel Contest of Champions. He walked 10 minutes to an internet cafe hotspot. Sadly, he had to quit after dengue fever hit.
Talk about serious problems.
Holy shit.
That's wild.
Yeah, that is nuts. I love DC, but it would be nice for a collection edition to come out instead of being canceled after 6 months. Yep, that is very true.
100%.
Oh no, they fell for the Ligma gag.
Yeah, it's some Reddit thing. It seems like.
I don't know what the fuck that is,
yeah,
but okay.
I googled it. Yeah,
I'm too old apparently. Mr. Awesome, good video. Tynan's tech was awesome. Fuck yes, it was. EBS just rubs me the wrong way, which is sad because at one time, yep, that's exactly what we said.
agreed.
Ivan Reyes is my favorite GL artist, followed by Gleason and Monkey.
All amazing.
Very true. Nah, it was his turtles. I think he's talking about Cyber Frog. EBS is bitter. Yeah. Oh, Conroy's naming off animals now.
There we go.
EBS comes off as too bitter. AC, sup boys? Hey, what's going on? Anthony, what's up? Glad to be here. A huge comic fan and a THC fan. What? I don't really care what a person's politics are in the slightest, so long as they can tell an enjoyable story. Comics are my escape from all that crap, not a place to concentrate it. When you guys use H&R, do you ever use single or double panel lines, or do you stick to just the title? You missed my spiel earlier on what I'm doing. Apparently, yeah. I'm doing single and double. No, in the past, I would just keep it very simple. But now I'm trying to up my sexy game, so I'm definitely using them going forward. Only Masterworks I want to buy is Dazzler. I had that one. I actually sold it not that long ago. If I would have known you wanted it, man, I would have sold it to you. But yeah, I sold it a while back. I haven't used lines yet, just title and author and sometimes artist.
There you go.
JRJR early 80s to mid 90s was better for Batman and Superman. For Bendis, not so much.
Yeah.
Any recommendations for cover designers for hardcover comics?
Yeah, man.
Right there, Mike. Right there. You're talking to the man with the blue mic.
Hit up our email, thehardcovercomic@gmail.com.
Nathan McGregor, trying to find some Australian bookbinders. Seeing all this CBD content makes me really jealous, and I want to try and bind some things.
Good luck.
Good luck, man. If you find someone, let us know. We'll be sure to add them onto our list of people that we're talking about. I personally have never heard of anyone, and they have to exist, but I've just never heard of one.
Yeah.
Best eBay lots I got were Marvel, Red Sonja, Silver Sable, Steph, Batgirl, and Hawk World. Bound them all at H&R. Good customers.
Yeah.
It will be interesting to see where DC is following Future State and Dark Knight's Death Metal in 2021. What creative teams will be on what books? Just hope we get some good writers on those Superman books.
Yeah, I think Bendis he's gone, so we'll see what happens.
Table of contents. If I want to flip an issue in an Omnios, look at the collection. See, I just thumbed through it. That's what I'm looking for. It's more important for me if there are multiple artists or writers.
If it's an anthology, maybe, yeah, I can see that for sure.
I feel Snyder Volume 2 is an issue because Snyder kept writing Batman with Metal and Death Metal, and Random House are considering how they want to split volumes. So does Random House make decisions then? I'm very confused by that.
One other thing about just real quick about table of contents for custom binds, like the page numbers, it's not going to work. It's just you're just listing out what's in there and the creators. There's no page numbers you can correlate to anything, right? So
very true. Yeah, because you're going to go 1 through 22, and then you're going to start over again and count 1 through 22. Yeah. So you can't put. Yeah, that's very fucking true.
Unless you're manually writing the page numbers or something. I mean,
who the fuck would do that? Don't do that. I'd be happy with Wade on Superman. My modern pick would be Tom Taylor. Yes, and Justice. In the day, Batman family outsold Detective Comics.
Yeah, DC can't get the cake. They don't understand.
All in the Bat family. Yeah. I just got Roy Thomas the Heap hardcovers. Pretty awesome. FYI, I apologize. I didn't know you guys design covers. All good, my man. I don't. Mike does.
Yeah.
Jose still bi-weekly. Oh, it's still Batman. Batman is still bi-weekly.
I apologize for the misinformation.
Well, then, fuck yeah. That makes me excited. Spidey fam. Also, Spider-Man 2099, Scarlet Spider, and Silk.
Yep.
I just got the new Swamp Thing omnibus. The buying quality is much better. That's good. Yes. How good is the Sixth Gun by Colin Bunn? I'm thinking of getting those hardcovers. Do it, and do it some more.
Yeah, great book.
They are. It's so good. I love the Six Gun. It's a really, really amazing book.
Cullen Bunn and Brian Hurt in general have just done good things together. The
Very.
Damned and Six Gun.
Yep. Very good. A most expensive bind I've done would be, well, I mean, it'd probably be a set. It'd probably be the Spectre binds, which are like the very first ones I ever did.
Yeah.
I think grand total for the 2 volumes, I paid 160 something for both of them.
Yeah. Wow.
I think. Whereas now I pay $25. No. Yeah, I think it would have been the Spectre ones. I think I paid like 160 for both of them to get done, if I remember correctly. Those were my very first binds ever. They're graphic covers. I'm very happy I did what I did with them, though. I do not regret it at one bit. Thanks. I'll send the PayPal. Sweet. That was the R.L. Stein convo, and I mistakenly believe that particular was
Okay.
Still, go watch Count Duckula. How did Rebirth go wrong? We loved Rebirth Soup, Super Sun. So many, yeah, no, Rebirth was exactly what DC needed.
Yeah,
especially coming off a New 52. That's exactly what they needed. Morrison's All-Star Superman was fantastic.
It's just not very new reader friendly, in my opinion.
Bendis came in and ruined the whole Superman line.
Yep,
he did. Aquaman by Johns is such a great intro for new fans. It's on my list for my nephew.
Agreed.
Very cool. Please skip my COVID comments. It's not helpful. I just hope everyone is okay. Peak Stallone. Yeah, see, there you go, man. You gotta watch Demolition Man. Confirmed it was a Demolition Man reference. Yes. Love Demolition Man. Demolition Man and Judge Seeds. Judge Dredd. Yeah, Judge. Have you seen Judge Dredd with Sylvester Stallone?
Yeah.
Have you seen Dredd with Carl Urban?
I love Dredd with Carl Urban. Yep. There was supposed to be a sequel or something, but I guess funding never happened.
Preach that 3 seashells. I tried doing 3 seashells in my house and nobody can fucking figure it out. Mike's like, I have no idea what the fuck they're talking about.
You guys have fun.
Any word why Omaha Bound is shut down this year? So yes, Tim wrote out that he's doing a skip year, if you will, where he's going to kind of take this year off, get caught up on a lot of stuff that he hasn't gotten caught up on, and then just kind of unwind and relax and sort of enjoy life for a little bit before kind of coming back and redoing it all over again. So this is sort of like a side job for him. It's not like his main job. So it's sort of like a side project, and I think it's probably just taking up too much time, and he's getting, inundated with orders, which is great. I'm sure he loves it, but at the same time, he's got a family and kids and stuff. So, he's taking some time to relax and kind of get caught up.
Yeah.
I know a lot of fans like Batman's Rogues Gallery and the Flash's Rogues Gallery, but Superman Rogues Gallery I've always thought was really good. So many great villains he's had over the years. I've got a bind getting out together now with a gold gilded bookends. Oh yeah, dude, please. That'd be dope.
Very cool.
Superman does have a great rogues gallery, and I would be surprised if it wasn't Mark Waid taking over. That could be fucking cool.
Yeah.
Tom Taylor could be cool too. But
they got Action Comics and Superman. Just split it up.
Yeah, there you go. One on each. Thank you for the great video. Well, thank you for watching. Andrew, what's up, my man?
What's going on, Andrew?
EBS made several million this year. He's not bitter, just a bit of a jerk face.
There you go.
I say that based on what Chuck Dixon said on a stream recently, that Random House was running the collected edition books and had a huge amount of impact on what was published.
Fascinating.
Well, then, fuck, we need to start writing them. Tom Taylor has pushed to take over Superman for years, where Wade and him could split. See right there, one could split it with Superman, one could do action.
Listen to us, DC.
Six Gun is so good. Keep in mind, if you collect the hardcover, they're too tall for an IKEA Calyx, but the target blocks are just a bit taller and will fit Six Gun. Also, keep in mind, Volume 1, for whatever reason, is like a half an inch taller than all the rest. It's weird. I don't know what to tell you. It's weird. And then last but not least, JT. I have new videos. Awesome. Everybody go check out JT. Support him. We love JT.
Yeah. Help him with the Spider-Man list in the comments if you're watching.
Yeah, for random animals. But anyways, it's getting to be that time. Mike's got work tomorrow. I've got work tomorrow too. I still got work I got to do tonight. So,
Jeez.
well, we'll see if I get done to it tonight. We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Thanks everyone for joining. Much appreciated.
Yeah, thank you everyone. We greatly appreciate everyone that watched, that hung out, didn't mind the COVID talk.
Yeah.
Anyway. But yeah, so thank you everyone. And remember, it's the year of the custom binds.
Get ready. Start getting your plans made.
CBD in the house.
All right, everyone, stay classy.
All right, have a good night.